All right, Pisces. Let's get to it. We're going to do Pisces. I'm trying to set my cup over here, but I'm right-handed, and I really need it right here, but I don't want to have it all in the shot. So, all right, Pisces. I am going to basically hop right into it. It's early in the morning. I woke up with I get migraines, and I woke up with a slight migraine. I guess I could say it was a headache because it doesn't truly feel like a migraine. So I don't know if you guys got somebody heavy on your mind. One of the cards that I'm seeing repeatedly for the signs is the Two of Swords. So people in their head a lot, having choices, trying to make a decision, trying to find balance. Excuse me, I had a burp. Coffee. Trying to find balance in their situation and in their life, you know? So, you might be going through that, Pisces, or you may be having somebody heavy on your mind. I was going to do this reading for... It's funny because then the Seven of Winter kind of popped out. So it could have been something going on. And this says there is a better choice, not seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. So Pisces, you may not be able to face the truth all the time, and maybe there's something going on in your head where you're just not looking at a situation for what it is. Maybe you just want to see your side. You just want to see your way. But it doesn't help them run away from the truth, because the truth always, always, always catches up with you. So Pisces, you could be going through some type of physical pain right now. Maybe you just had surgeries and different things like that. Head pain, heart pain. If you're missing somebody, or something has maybe you've done something to somebody, or you haven't been honest and truthful, and that has caused a break in your relationship or a rift in your relationship. And we're gonna try to do this in 10 minutes or less. And now you're just figuring out what to do, which way to go, how to balance. Pisces, I don't think, maybe some choices you thought you had just aren't there, and maybe you want to change, maybe you want to do something differently. I think there's a big need for change that you may not be seeing at this point, seeing clearly right now, Pisces. So you just want to keep that in mind, that there may be a change that you're just not seeing, and it may have to do with, if it's relationship, maybe you're trying to hold on to two things, but in order to have one thing, you're going to have to let go of another. And that may be the issue. Maybe you need to release or get away from an ex or past lover if there's somebody else you're thinking about, or there's somebody else you want. Okay, Pisces, that's a word. That's a word. And that might be for the Pisces men out there, or that could be for the Pisces woman. Or you could be concentrating on yourself, taking care of yourself, and getting better from whatever you've been through. So that could be happening as well. So let's see, Pisces. Let's see what's going on with you. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is, like I said, I just literally said you may not have some options that you thought you had. Maybe a certain way that you want something to go, or a certain way you were trying to will something to go, or make something go, or how you wanted something to happen. It just did not happen. And you may feel like you lost out. Sorry if I'm low energy, y'all. Again, I got a headache and it's early. So give your girl a break. But you may have lost out on something, or maybe an opportunity turned out to be negative, or just didn't turn out to be what you thought it would be. And maybe it didn't turn out to be that way because somebody wasn't being honest. Somebody wasn't being honest. Somebody's holding in the truth, holding back the truth. They weren't straightforward and straight up with their partner, or some information or secrets and things that's being held back. And it's just not getting you any further. It's not making you any progress, and you're not happy with your situation. And you may be looking at the things you've been through, all that's going on. And it's just like, maybe you're just not happy with where you at this far, what you have this far, what you've built with something or somebody this far. Maybe you put in a lot of work to certain relationships, or you've dedicated a lot of time and money to certain relationships, and you kind of feel like it's not worth it. You may really feel like it's not worth it. And that could even come to when it comes to the job, or when it comes to work. Maybe you've given a lot of time and effort, and you just don't feel like it's, I I got to take this one. I was going to put it back, but that's your card, so I'm going to take that. Maybe you just don't feel like it's been worth it. The time that you have put in, and you're ready to move. You're ready to do something different. You're ready to go in a different direction. So you're ready to act. You're ready to move. So it may be time to make a change and to make a move. Definitely time to make a change and make a move, Pisces. But at the same time, make sure you're not acting before you think. Or maybe you have thought the stuff through and you've kind of been silent and quiet on something for a while, and now you want to communicate, and now you want to make a move. You don't want to stay in a position, in a situation that you're in. Just make sure when you communicate, there's a good way to communicate and a negative way to communicate. So you just want to make sure you communicate your thoughts clearly, and just keep it real, and don't let tensions and arguments and stuff get to you. But there's something that needs to be talked about, and I feel like it's from your side, Pisces. Some things you need to express that you may not be expressing. And look what came out again. What did I say to you guys? These fell on the table. They were face down, and that's why I took these three and I put the deck back. So I didn't even know what these was. And what did I say? I said the Two of Swords card had been coming out a lot, right? Oh, excuse me. So it's people that's been holding a lot in. People haven't been honest. And I just feel like with the age of Aquarius, it's a lot of stuff coming out, and things are going to come out whether we want them to or not. So it's best to have those conversations and balance the good with the bad. But, you know, the only thing you can stay true to is your own truth. And that means, if that means you don't love somebody, you don't want to be with somebody, you don't want to go forward with somebody, or in some way, shape, or form, your feelings have been hurt or your heart has been broken, it's best to express that instead of, you know, taking it in a negative way or letting it lead you into some sort of downness or depression. You know, Pisces, you're a really good thinkers. You're a really, really good mental people. And I just think that's what needs to be done. And I think it's going to cause either you to walk away from somebody, maybe somebody walked away from you, or the love is just not what it used to be. Or maybe there's somebody who was giving you their love and they're not anymore. Or maybe you aren't offering your love and your feelings and your emotions, or you're holding back from somebody else. It's funny I say holding back, because what is this person doing? Keeping guard, holding back on the outskirts. I feel like you've been beat up so much, or maybe you've beat up your person so much. There could even have been physical fights, physical violence, just something like you feel beat up. And whether that's physical or with words or emotionally or whatever the case is. And that's why you're feeling that way. It's like after a bad relationship or a bad situation, you feel beat up. And maybe you feel beat up after the conversations and after some things came out. Or maybe you're guarding yourself because that's how you feel. Like maybe you just don't want to go forward or know the outcome, so you're kind of staying guarded and hidden. You know what I mean? And there could even be some Pisces dealing with legalities, being locked up, being behind bars, having your actions and your limitations sort of confined, and you could be having a hard time at work with your finances. So maybe this kind of ties into money. Maybe you're having a hard time with money and money's not coming in, or you're paying money out because of some choices you made in the past. That could definitely be going on as well. Pisces, maybe there's some travel that you didn't get to go on. I know a lot of people's travel plans have kind of bit the dust in 2020 because of the whole Rona thing that's going on. So maybe you are in a relationship and you are married, you're engaged to be married, or you're married, or you had a breakup in a relationship, or maybe there's something where your finances and your career have to do with your marriage and it's tied into this, and maybe that's why you can't move forward. Or maybe there's something you didn't tell your partner. I mean, did you lose a job? Is something going on with your money? Is your money not what you thought it was? Is your partner not aware of these things? Or is something going on with work? Are you messing with a married person? Are you married, messing with other people, having outside relationships at work, or with people at work? Is that going on? Are you flirting around? Are you playing around? Are you hanging out with your friends and your partner is upset? I just think it's some things you may be hiding from your partner. You haven't talked to your partner about that has to do with money and actually how you feel. Because Pisces, you may not even want to be in this relationship anymore. Because somebody is not saying something. Somebody is holding something in, but they're ready to let it out and to have a conversation. And they actually think they're ready to make some changes, but not really ready. Like, not quite. That's what's going on in your head. You try and figure it out and trying to balance it. But at this particular time is no movement. Nothing's happening. It's sort of like being stuck because something in the family, whether it be with kids, maybe some kids have caused some issues. Maybe it's something going on in your family, the way you were raised. It's something going on in a partnership where something is not right. Because it says pay attention to the red flags. So somebody may not be who they are pretending to be. Somebody is not really in love or not really showing that love. And I think you or whoever you're dealing with has felt like, I think you feel like you put in work and you just not getting what you thought you would get out of it. And it's not where you want to be. So you are retreating and you are withdrawing emotionally, mentally, and physically, and not expressing the things to your partner or to your boss or whatever situation it is about what's going on and how you feel. And it has a lot to do with your household, the money that comes into your household, your family, children, and the history of your family that's causing these issues for you and for your relationship. But it could also be in-laws. There may be some in-laws. Maybe you can't break up because of traditions, because of family, because of in-laws, because of certain things of that nature. So it almost feels like being trapped in a situation, maybe in a marriage or in a committed relationship based on money or traditions, and kind of feeling trapped and a little beat up and not really getting what you want, not getting the love, I don't see a lot of love in this spread. I see a lot of money, not a lot of money, but I see money. I see a person who wants to move around, who's ready to make a change. They thought about where they want to be. They kind of thought long and hard about their spirituality, how they feel, their values, religion, stuff you're used to, and how that's affected and ties into whatever's going on in your family and your finances and your career. And you need to find some balance. Because Pisces, you just feel out of balance. As you can see with the Hangman in reverse, it's kind of coming out of balance. Ready to move around, ready to make a move, but you got to make sure you do it correctly and you communicate that, and you're not doing it from a defensive, nasty place. You don't want to do that, Pisces. You don't want to lose your control. And I got the balance card. So this talks about balance. And then another card I'm seeing a lot is the Leo card. So you could be, which is the sun. So you could be dealing with a Leo. You have, I think this is going to get better. And I think what this really means to me when I've been seeing this in the last few readings is not necessarily you dealing with a Leo, which you could be, sun, moon, or rising, or maybe they have a strong Venus or other planet that's placed in Leo. But to me, this represents things getting better. I think August, because the sun is a good card. So I think August will bring you some of this balance and some of the strength you need to have these conversations and get yourself in a better place. So if you're looking for if it's about employment, if it's about money, if it's about things of that nature, that may be coming in August. And the balance card says, take everybody's input into consideration. Merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time. There's no need to rush. And that's what I was talking. And I'm getting that, like, for almost all the signs I did a reading for, like, do not rush. I did a reading for somebody yesterday, and they were going in different directions with their relationship and what should they do. And I was like, well, whatever you do, just don't, because I was looking at the cards that it came out. I was like, whatever you do, just don't rush into a thing. Don't rush into this. Like, you need to see what's going on with people and who people really are before you make a decision, or for you give your all and for you give your heart and things like that. And this balance card is kind of saying you need to take other people's opinions into consideration, Pisces. Come out of your head a little bit and really pay attention to what's going on and take some control of your life. Be strong and have that strength and take control over your life and your situations. You either gonna take control of life or just let life happen to you and try to deal with all of the pieces as they crumble. But we have to have some sense of accountability and sense of control over our life by realizing the actions that we take make the outcomes that we go through. So that's kind of what it is. And I got too many cards, so I was gonna take the one on the top, but I'm not gonna take it. Let me just do one more. And you may be dealing with, maybe you having issues with a daughter, a younger woman. Maybe you're dealing with, maybe you have a choice between an older woman and a younger woman. Maybe the person you're married to or you're with is older. Maybe the person you're with is younger. That could be it. Maybe you have kids with somebody outside of your wife or your family. And that's where somebody's attention is going, or maybe that's what's going on with your partner. If it's your husband or the male part that you're dealing with, and you're a Pisces woman watching this, maybe that man has another situation, another household, another family, or something like that that has to be taken care of, and maybe that's interfering with what's going on in your household, the finances that come into your household, the money and things like that. Let me get one more card. And this is the Nine of Autumn, which is the Nine of Pentacles. And I'm trying to think, let me think what the Nine of, okay. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. So just, Pisces, you may even be wanting to really be single again. You know what I mean? Really have your money back to yourself, be single. You may be tired of supporting people, tired of supporting family, just tired of doing it all. And if you're by yourself, you're tired of doing it alone. Because Pisces, you could already be single. You either want to be single, because I see this. If somebody has proposed to you, they ask to marry you, you might want to pay attention to that person's career, their money, their finances, and maybe some negative things about them. Do you know all about their kids? Do you know about their family situation? Have they been transparent about everything? Because I'm not seeing a lot of transparency on the table. And the Nine of Autumn says, reward yourself for all your hard work, being happily and successfully self-employed, cherishing your time alone. So Pisces, you may just need some alone time, or want to be alone, away from the kids, the family, and everything that's going on, and just really have time to think. And like I said, balance yourself out. Find that balance between your mental and your emotions. Don't let one overtake the other. And like I said, in August, I feel like something's good is coming with the Sun card. I feel this for a lot of people. And that's when things may even out when it comes to your career, your finances, or you may find out more and that you need so that you can kind of get to the next level. But it's not happening immediately right now. There's a need to just have some patience, be strong, and be honest and upfront through your situations. And then Pisces, you will definitely be okay as we get through the month of August. I thank you guys for tuning in. I will check you out later in August to catch up and see what's going on. Madam X, Frequency Radio, and I'm out.